What really offs me, or what really got me pissed, was the fact that when I revolted, when I tried to point out the mistakes, she told me, Madam, I'm done. Wait for my mother. I told her, I said, the audacity for me is the fact that you don't even want me to complain. Why? My people, Toride, welcome to Global G's and Experience, where we full Yakata, the land all the G's as it the hot. Hi guys, welcome to Gist and Experience. Today is a different story, it's a different ball game. And my story is the sorry, I'm not gonna edit this video, I'm gonna just post it that way because I'm so vexed right now. I know I do my body. Everybody they tell me say go and make hair. If you make hair, you look fine and other things. By the way, how do I look? How do you see this hair? Now, fast forward to the story of how I started making hair or how I went on low cut to started making hair. After I left my 9 to 5, I I decided to celebrate myself, a kind of freedom. And I think I'll paste the pictures of my low cut here. And I did that for 1 year. It's basically 1 year now. And somehow some people feel like you're looking too wild, you're not longer a good girl. I made videos about that, right? And I now said, it's fine. Okay, let me start making this hair. I made the first one. I didn't feel any much thing. I just felt, okay, let me do that and see how. Exactly 1 year after I went on low cut, I had to start making hair. And I did that. Then this is the second hair I'm making after I had gone blonde and made well low cut for 1 year. Now, let me start from the beginning of the beginning. I passed through church, and I mean, what I meant by passing through church was that after service, I had to start working, and it was only Sunday. I basically made this hair yesterday, and to be sincere, I don't like it because I felt I was used. But let me not jump the story. From service, I had to start walking down a particular street close to my house, and I realized that a lot of shops were locked. And I didn't want to go back to the first girl or the first woman that made my hair for some personal reasons. So I had to start, I walked down, and when I got to this particular day, a lot of shops were closed actually because it was Sunday. You know, Nigerians, Africans were very spiritual. People have gone to church. This was around 11, 12, right? So I got to this particular shop and I just stood there and I asked if she can make my hair. She said yes. Guess what? She's a very young girl, like somebody in her, let's say 14, 15. And I wasn't disputing it because I knew that there are a lot of young people that are talented, that can do a lot of stuff, right? So, and I'm somebody that encouraged creativity. In short, when you look at my this page, it started as a creative mind things page where I encourage things creativity. So I am somebody that I don't have issues with celebrating teenagers that have a lot of creativity. So what did I do? I actually bought into her and she told me to wait. She wants to clean up because she was just opening. I waited. She now cleaned up and I showed her the style from the calendar or the hairs on her in her salon. So I showed to her what I wanted and she was like, she started making the hair. When she was making this hair, sincerely, it was not strong. Look at to me as if they were not, you can see, as if the roots were not that strong because I have a very, what's it called? My hair is very soft, and if you don't hold it very tight, it just pull off. I complained that severally. She was like, madam, I've been making hair before. What's the problem? This and this. No, she felt like she knows her onions. But I understand the fact that you can actually give direction on what you want, right? I said, please, this hair is very soft. Hold it though. If you don't hold it, the thing will pull off. So she said, fine. And we started making the hair. Now, where the issue is, you might not know it, but there is a story behind this. There's a lesson behind this whole story. It's actually this Ghana weaving here. If you look at this Ghana weaving, she said this part, this one's from the beginning, and then this one she drew the Ghana weaving, this part here. I don't know if you guys can see it. So what she was doing, the first time she started doing it, she was making them very big. And I'm like, no, let's go inside. Because yeah, there was no lights. That was one thing about going to a very local salon. It's kind of so we sat outside and I like to watch the mirror or look at the mirror when my hair is being made because I can actually say, okay, cut it this way, do this way. She made like two or three Ghana weaving, and I'm like, this is not okay. I don't like the way it's going. right? So I loosened it, and she just like, please wait for my mother. She was so furious. I'm not going to do it again. Because I think I asked her to add the style that was not part of it. And it still, and the style wasn't fine. So I asked her to loosen it, and she did. And she sat down. And the mother was like, what you see on the mirror, do it exactly the same way, and all of that. I mean, on the calendar where they keep those hairs. I said, no problem. That's why I want to sit in front of the camera, sorry, in front of the mirror to see how the hair is being done. Because I've experienced that before. Where a saloon lady was actually, she made my hair. We were outside because it was hot. By the time I came in, almost the hair was not what I wanted. And you can't ask them to lose. Understand? You just have to go with it. I know sometimes the face is where the beauty, the whole thing lies. You can make some mistakes behind, but at least the face should be fine, right? So she felt so bad, like she just got so, like, she kept it for me. I should wait for her mother to come and complete the hair. Mother was like, anything you see online, or please allow her to do it exactly the same way. I said, I don't have issues with that, but I think I have the right, I have the audacity to complain or to tell you what I want and what I don't want. It's not wrong. Or maybe you're cutting it this way. I say, please cut it this way. Mama, the girl was furious. She was very furious, very furious. So at the end of the day, sorry for the noise at the background. At the end of the day, um, she continued making the hair, and I told her, I said, the audacity for me is the fact that you don't even want me to complain. Why? Like, why? I'm gonna pay you for this, and you don't want, just want me to shut up. I don't get that. Now, what is the story I'm driving at? After the whole thing, it just dawned on me. I don't, my instincts don't lie. And the comments I heard people say around, like friends that came around, you tried, you tried. It now dawned on me that this girl just used my hair to learn her. What is wrong with that? Absolutely nothing, right? Did I pay for the services? I did. Was I happy about it? It's a mixed feeling for me. But it's her audacity to want to shut me up when I wanted to complain that I didn't like what she was doing. And after the whole stuff, I told her mom, I said, see, did you see the different Ghana weaving she did here? There are two types of Ghana weaving. There are two different types. But one thing I know about creativity is that there is no mistake in arts. Anything you do can be creativity, can be style, right? So that was why I just calmed down a bit slow. But I learned something from this girl. There was this boldness, there was this audacity, there was this bold front she kept in what she wanted and in what she was doing. She kept saying, even when I tried to point out something, she was like, no, it's okay, and other things. But when I went to look at the mirror, I saw the differences. I saw some things that didn't look like it. And I'm like, well, at this moment, there is nothing I can do, right? But then it's a big lesson. If you want to go into business, if you want to do something, it's not just about having the whole idea in your head. It's not just about saying it. It's about the action, the matching action about that thing you want to do is very important. The boldness of this girl, even though even though I didn't know it was her first time, but the reactions and other things at the end of the day now made me realize that this is her first time. This was her first time. Well, I paid her off, and I told her, you tried. You tried from the point of, he used me to learn how to make this hair for the first time. I maybe I've been doing some things, but not that serious. But you tried, because I encourage younger ones to have creativity. So you out there, you want to do something, you want to go into business, please. It's very important you have your confidence, you have your skills. Keep at what you're doing. It doesn't matter how people gonna react about it. I was very indifferent. I felt a little uneasy and all of that. But she was able to keep me to make the head to the end, to the finish. Was that not boldness? So at the end of the day, all the adumadu body where they tell me go and make hair, it makes you look like a woman. So how do I look now? No, you guys should tell me, how do I look? Because first of all, to make hair is very expensive. I didn't even know what people are going through for the past 1 year. Like I just go on my locals. I don't even sometimes I don't even comb my hair. That's just the truth. I was looking very maybe like wild, like some people would say, not the good girl. But somehow for that 1 year, I had peace. I could breathe. My hair had fresh hair. Had the Madu body say I should make hair. By the way, how do I look? And hubby was like, "You look different, you look good," and I think, and like, "You're so fine." But I'm like, this is something I've been doing for years. I wanted to do something different. And that was why I had to go on low cuts, right? And not just on low cut, I had to blow the hair gold. I had to tint that hair. So for all of you and are telling me go and be making hair, start keeping your money because to make hair is very expensive. And I don't want to be going to salon where they will be using me to learn how to make hair. How did she try? How is the hair? You guys should judge this girl. I don't want to be going to those kind of salons again. But sometimes how will you even know? Because her boldness into it was everything for me. And at the end of the day, I just realized that this girl just used me. She just used me. So I don't know. I feel I want to go back to what I used to do before. I'm just so tired. Like it's just twice, two times I've made hair and the stress for me. Walking miles to look for salon to make my hair. No, 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 no. I don't know if I want to go through that kind of stress again. I don't want to. And guess how many hours I sat to make this hair? Guess in the comments. Just guess how many hours I had to sit down to make this hair. Of course, she was fast, but I can't remember when last I sat like that for a hair. All right, that is it. I just say make I tell on that because for Adimadu body they tell me go and make hair, go and make hair. This process where I've been going through, I don't want to be going through stress. People just contribute money and keep for me so that I'll just enter salon where go get air condition. If they charge me 50,000, I will pay. Guess how much I make the hair first. Any amount they charge me, I'll pay. But how much do you think I made this hair? How much? How much? Let's know in the comments. All right. Thank you for listening to the end of this video. See you again in my next one.